Update on the baby betta that I rescued.
If you want something colorful, this is actually really good. The best food for your betta. They're like a cloth silk material. I mean, what? You guys see how dirty this is? What the heck? All of these.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. As you can see by the title and the thumbnail, we have the items to buy for a Betta fish tank because you guys absolutely killed the like goal on the other video. Like literally you guys killed it. Because of that, 2,500 likes and I will do an items not to buy for your Betta fish tank, but an online version. Because I'm telling you guys, online has the worst Betta products I've ever seen. And speaking of worst Betta products, a video coming very soon is gonna be me attempting to set up and also do a review on the world's worst Betta tank. Like if you guys want a good laugh, stay tuned for that video. Here's just like a little sneak peek of like the packaging. It's literally terrible. Like you guys are gonna laugh when you see it. But we just hit 50,000 subscribers just a couple days ago. We're already at 51. So I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you because it wouldn't be possible without any of you. And I appreciate you guys so very much. So if you guys want to join the family, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. I know it's a little cliche. I do want to come up with like a name for like all of you subscribers. So if you guys have any good ideas of what you guys want to be called, comment down some name ideas down below. Maybe like the little fishes or something because like it's Planet Fishness. I want to go ahead and give you guys a quick update on the baby betta that I rescued the other day. The video will be like right here somewhere up in like a little iCard if you haven't seen the video. But let's go ahead and give you guys an update before we get into the product. Oh, well, wait 1 second. I actually was able to just put out brand new merch. So if you guys want to go check it out, link down below, no pressure at all. But it is all like Betta products. I came up with 3 different face mask designs. I'll kind of put those up somewhere over here. Also like a whole line of like Betta stuff. Also the sweatshirts are a premium quality now instead of just classic. I also still do have my OG designs right here. I've worn this one so much, it's so like worn down, but it is still a really good sweatshirt and I love the design of it. It is my logo, as you guys know I designed. So this stuff is still available on the website also. But like I said, no pressure to purchase anything. It just does help my Bettas and like my other animals and stuff because it pays for like their food and me rescuing them and stuff like that. But let me go ahead and give you guys a quick update on the Betta. So I do want to do like a full video on the Betta, I think, but I just want to go ahead and show you guys. Here's the setup. We got the heater in here. Temperature has stayed nice and consistent. Also, I put a top on here so that if it is so that in case it is developing its labyrinth organ, there's enough humidity. I just took it off for right now. But the baby Betta is right down there, still doing good. And I believe it's growing. I believe it grew a little bit. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like it did. Here's like an overhead view of the Betta. But I do kind of want to do like a full video on the Betta because I feel like you guys miss out on a lot of content. So I do want to do like a full video on the Betta, maybe like how to take care of baby Bettas, some tips, stuff like that. I don't know, if you guys want to see the video, you can comment down below, but I'll probably still do it anyway, just because I don't want you guys to miss out on any content. But without further ado, let's go ahead to the stores right now and let me show you guys the Betta products that you should buy for your Betta tanks. Let's go. Alright, so now we are at Walmart like we were the other day, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you what items to buy. By the way, my hair, it's driving me insane, so if I keep looking at my hair, just ignore me. I'm trying to do some like new hairstyles because I'm growing out my hair, but it's just not working how it was working the other day, but it's okay. Also, my fiance is with me, but she's not gonna go in today, so. Oh yeah, she cut her hair. I forgot that part. Alright, so as you may have guessed, at Walmart there isn't too many items you can actually buy that are good for your Betta, but there are a couple, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Now, I've never had problems with these heaters, so if there's a heater for your tank size, you can use it for your Betta. It is a preset heater, and it sets it to 78 degrees Fahrenheit, which is fine for your Betta. And like I said, I've never had problems with it. If anyone else has, you can comment down below, but I haven't. Now, these aren't the best brands for this stuff, but they do have like the Tetra Safe Start. That does work, I believe, but I prefer the Jungle Start Right. It works better for me, in my opinion. And it has aloe in it, which is also good for Bettas. Obviously not too much of it, but it's just better. Now, this kit right here is usually what I buy for my Bettas because it comes with the lid, the tank. Now, the only thing in here that I don't use that it comes with is the actual filter. I don't find that it works well. I think it's too strong for a Betta, so I don't recommend the filter in it, but if you do the math out, it is kind of, it's an okay deal to get the actual kit, so you could buy that. Also, the gravel, I'm not a huge fan of gravel like this. I prefer sand or natural rocks, but you could use it, I suppose. Also, just a little side note, I've actually found that if you're gonna use a filter, I mean not a filter, if you're gonna use a net, these nets are actually a lot softer than like ones at like chain pet stores and stuff. So, and they're cheap, they're only like $1 something. So I do recommend these if you're gonna use, if you are really gonna use a net. You could also use, they have like Betta nets that are like plastic, and then it can't hurt their fins at all or rip out their slime coat. But I think that's pretty much it for items here because unfortunately they don't really have many things at this location.
Oh, also, if you have a sponge filter, you could also use this. But again, these are just kind of basic things and you can probably find them elsewhere. But there's a lot more products to not buy than to buy, unfortunately. So on to the next store to see what they have. They should have a decent amount of stuff there, so let's check it out. All right, now we're on to store 2. Hopefully there's enough stuff to show you guys. I'm letting you cross the street even though you're speeding and are about to hit me. So it looks like they don't have it here, but fluval bug bites are actually like the best food for your betta if you're not going to feed them. You can also feed them frozen brine shrimp and bloodworms, which they have here, right over here actually. They're right over there, but there's like employees, so I don't want to like go over there. But frozen bloodworms, frozen brine shrimp are really good. Not to be fed like every single day, but kind of as like some more nutrients and stuff, like maybe once every other week or something like that. Another thing that's really good that I don't see right here unless I'm missing it is API Betta Fix. That's a really good thing if your betta is sick. But as you can maybe tell, there's a lot more products that are bad than what are good, and that's why you really have to like be careful of what you buy. Now this right here is also another really good tank. It's a 5-gallon tank, perfect size. Like I said, my personal minimum is 3.5 gallons. I don't really recommend this 3.5 gallon one because I'm not sure how the filter really works in that one. I don't know, maybe you guys can comment down below if you've had it. Now this decoration right here is actually really good for bettas. It provides a perfect size hide. You can even have the really small one, but these are a really good decoration. They're not sharp or anything, especially the outside is really smooth, and bettas love having hides. So this is one of them that I definitely recommend. You can get it from other brands and stuff, but this one is good. If you want something colorful, this is actually a really good decoration. It's really smooth. This one is too. This is also really smooth. I'm sure a betta would love to like swim through here because they love being active and swimming through different things and hiding. So these few decorations are pretty good and they're colorful if that's what you want. Also, for some reason, if you can't find live plants that are cheap enough or you just can't seem to keep them alive, silk plants like this right here, this is a really good plant for a betta. This one too, right here, they're really soft. They're like a cloth silk material and your betta can't really get hurt on them. So like these right here are really good. Silicone, because I do have silicone plants, but not in a tank with fish, and I'm not sure. I haven't done all of my research on it, so please do your research, and people in the comments, if you could help me out with this one. Are silicone plants good for bettas? Because obviously they can't get hurt on them, but I don't know if it affects the water. It may, or it may just like over time, so maybe you can't have them in there for too long. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with them. I just know that if you had to use them, they're better than plastic plants that are like really sharp. Now right here are like some really good betta products. So these foods down here, keep walking by, but they actually do have the bug bites right here, but these are actually flake form, and I think they actually may be better than pellets if I remember correctly, that flakes are better. But this is a good food here. We did find the Betta Fix, the API Betta Fix. I've heard this is really good to use if your betta has anything wrong. Also, betta hammocks I find are really good, especially if you have like an older betta or a betta that's like sick. I have to keep stopping it because they keep walking by and I'm not trying to get kicked out. But betta hammocks are really good. This is a good one here. I've used it in the past for Lucky, if you guys remember. One of my favorite betta products that is actually good for your betta is this right here. You can actually price match it online for only $5. In store it says it's $15, but you can price match it for $5, and it's an amazing thing. It floats. It's a really good thing. It's durable, and anytime I've used it in a betta tank, they love it. They love to swim through it, hide in it. I mean, what? You guys see how dirty this is? What the heck? All of these, they're like laying in filth. Before I leave, I'm actually gonna tell them that they need to clean those because that's ridiculous. Like obviously I can't save all of them, but I'm gonna tell them they need to clean them. But obviously live plants are the best plants. So there's like moss balls and little plants in pots and stuff. And a million times, live plants are the best way to go. There's plants like Anubias that stay alive and they're really easy to take care of. And I definitely recommend that. And like Java moss you can find at most pet stores, and it's pretty cheap too. And it grows like crazy. Also, a lot of you were wondering what substrate is good. I can't go over there, but under there's like sand. They have like white sand, black sand, a bunch of different colors of sand, and the sand is actually really good for bettas. Just make sure you rinse it really well and take out all of the remaining stuff that floats to the top. You can put like a piece of plastic, and I prefer sand because your betta can't get hurt on it. I don't know, just a good substrate in my opinion. It's easy to clean as well. Also, driftwood is really good for your bettas. They love it, again, but just make sure you clean it really well, and also you have to soak it for a certain amount of time before it's ready to go into your aquarium. But here are like a bunch of live plants you can get as well. Just before I left, I just want to say, the betta cups are like really dirty. So like,
I will let my care department know. And
they're just like really dirty, so I want to make sure they get clean because
okay.
I'm gonna give spikes in those things. And that's on telling them to stop abusing bettas. But will they stop? Absolutely not. But hopefully they do listen to me, and hopefully they go and clean those things out. But obviously I'm not advertising for them. No, I don't advertise for any as I was saying, I don't like advertise for like any of these places or whatever, but hopefully they fix the Betta cups, because obviously they're not even supposed to be in cups like that. But the fact that it was that dirty is like ridiculous, because that means they probably haven't changed them in like at least a week. Yeah, there wasn't like too many products in there. I typically have better luck at like some other store that I go to sometimes, but obviously local fish stores are the best option because they probably have more ethical like Betta products. So it's the next day. I forgot to actually close out the video, but I just wanted to quickly go over what items, basically the items that you can use in your Betta tank most safely. So obviously live plants are the easiest, the best way to go. Also, it makes it easier because you don't have to clean your aquarium as much, just because they do a really good job filtering. Also, in terms of tanks, basically anything that is 3.5 gallons and up, I prefer 5 gallons, but 3.5 gallons is up, you can use for your Betta, but not a bowl. Then it's harder for the CO2 to actually escape, and the oxygen exchange is just not as great. Also, I did want to clarify that in the last video when I said not to buy the Betta mirror, what I meant to say was, as many of you corrected me in the comments, the Betta mirror is good for your Betta, you just can't leave it in there all the time. Like, you know, maybe like once a week for like 5-10 minutes, something simple like that. You just don't want to stress the Betta out. Also, you can do a lot with natural things like natural rocks, driftwood. There's a ton of different driftwood out there, ton of different live plants. I would just say to look into it, because there are a lot of items that you can use in your tank that are safe for your Betta, and they're natural looking, and there's a ton of different colors. But if you don't like that approach, like I did show you guys, there are a few decorations. Just make sure that they're not sharp, because anything that's sharp can hurt your Betta, because they are a little bit more delicate than the average fish. And also, like the sand, the gravel and stuff, yes, you can use colored sand and gravel. Just the better quality it is, the better the outcome will be. Because if you guys remember those little bags I showed you with like the painted ones, they were already tarnishing, the paint was already chipping off. You don't want anything like that. I haven't personally had any problems with like different colored gravels that are in like the 5-pound bags. I haven't had problems with those. Just again, not those little bags of rocks, and also don't buy them from like the dollar store. So I know this video may be a little bit discouraging because you think, well, there's not many items, but like I said, I will continue this series. If you guys want me to, 2,500 likes for an online version of the items not to buy, and then in that video we can set a like goal and I can do an items to buy online, because obviously in store, unfortunately for some reason, they have more products you shouldn't buy for Bettas than what you should buy for Bettas. Online, I know there's a lot more things that we can find. So if you guys do want to see that video, stay tuned, and maybe we can make that happen, because I would definitely like to show you guys more items that are good for Bettas. But other than that, thank you guys so much for the support. Again, thank you for 50,000. I am wearing my merch right now with my pajamas. You can also check that out if you'd like. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video in a couple days. But don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, check out my Instagram, my merch, my Patreon, all these different things I got going on at this point, all in the description down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.